Hello folks, welcome to the latest hi-fi news etc. video. I've got some hi-fi news for you, but you're waiting for the trivia, aren't you? It's the reason you come, isn't it? The trivia. Do you know what? Maybe I should just do a trivia only video. What do you think? Let me know. I might do it. Then again, I might not. It depends on my mood. You know, I'm a grumpy kind of guy. Anyway, I'm not really. I'm not honestly. No, not really. A little bit. And for this particular episode, we are changing the theme for the trivia question to prize giving. Prize giving. And Michael Jackson is the subject for this particular question. And the question is, Michael Jackson swept the board at the 1984 Grammys with his album Thriller, taking no fewer than 8 awards. Question is, who was his date for the evening? And who did he carry in his arms? One more time. Michael Jackson swept the board at the 1984 Grammys with his album Thriller, taking no fewer than 8 awards. Who was his date for the evening, and who did he carry in his arms? And just be careful on this one. I can just imagine some people diving into the obvious implication on this one. Might not be true. So I'm trying to second guess you, aren't I? And you're probably thinking, what is he on about? Well, part of that question, I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to be, but it's not. It's not that at all. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and I'm going to give you some news instead. So hang on, news. First up, we have some speakers from Acoustic Energy, the 300 series apparently. This new series of speakers includes a pair of stand mounts, the 300s, the 309 and 320 floor standers, and the 307 LCR model. At the heart of the new 300 series is an all-new mid-bass unit, crafted from paper and, would you believe, coconut husk. Yeah, coconut husk. Paired with a newly developed soft dome tweeter derived from the company's own Rhodium project. The 300 series features constrained layer RSC cabinets, and RSC stands for Resonance Suppression Composite. But you knew that, of course. This is a technology pioneered in the reference series nearly 15 years ago now. How time flies. And it was created to reduce cabinet radiation. The cabinets themselves have been slimmed down without adding depth. The finish is the so-called silk touch matte material. So gone is all that fancy piano gloss rubbish, hey? This time we've got bespoke colour coordinated trims, solid aluminium feet for the floor standing models, and matching grills. Prices, well, you've got £649 for the 300s, up to £1,999 for the 320s. The 300 series loudspeakers are available right now. Next up, we're looking at headphones, 2 pairs from Audio-Technica, the ATH-R70XA, and that is an enhanced version of the popular ATH-R70X, and it features an open back design. By eliminating the reliance on acoustic cavities, says the company, the R70XA relies solely on the performance of the driver. And what does this give you? Well, according to Audio-Technica, minimal distortion. The R70XA is handcrafted in Audio-Technica's, is it the Machida facility? It's not going to be called Machida, is it? Because that's a typically English pronunciation. I think it might be Machida. Anyway, each of these units is assembled from components built in-house and then tested before leaving the factory. Launching alongside the R70XAs is the R50X, another open back design, aimed at pro use for mixing, mastering or creating, But of course, there's nothing stopping you hooking it up to your HiFi. As part of the build, the R70XAs use carbon composite resin, plus metal reinforced construction, plus replaceable velour ear pads. Also featured is a dual-sided 3-meter detachable locking cable, which is left-right signal independent. It also includes a 6.3mm adapter and a carrying pouch. The R50X weighs in at 207 grams, features a new headband, comes with 2 detachable cables, one for 3 meters, the other one's a bit smaller at 1.2 meters, each with a 2.5mm twist lock connector at the left ear cup and a 3.5mm gold-plated stereo mini plug, plus a 6.35mm adapter and another carrying pouch. There's a host of prices for this one. I'm going to put them on screen right now and you can check them all out at your leisure. Next, we're looking at DS Audio's TB100 equalizer. To accompany its own optical turntable cartridges, DS Audio has announced a new TB100 phono equalizer, a dual mono, single-ended design with RCA outputs. It features 4 selectable bass curves, uses quad-matched ECC 82s, or if you fancy 12 AU7s, depending on how you like to name these things. Both refer to the same dual triode valves, optimized in this case specifically for this model. Each of the entirely independent channels is equipped with its own input valve for voltage amplification, plus a second valve to buffer the output. The TB100 converts the audio signal from the optical cartridge's photoelectric cells, of which there are 2, one per channel, from a current to voltage signal. The design features a symmetrical twin mono configuration, incorporating completely independent ground and power transformers to eliminate crosstalk between left and right channels. The TB100 phono equalizer is handmade, with every component part tested and evaluated by the company's own in-house team of technicians in Japan. Another Japanese in-house product here, folks. Price, well, it ain't cheap. This one is £17,500, and if you're looking to buy or learn more, I'll put some links down below. Next up, a quickie now from the UK cable outfit Black Rhodium and the new extra range of cables, a new loudspeaker cable, RCA stereo interconnect and XLR stereo interconnect. And as they've been doing a bit of housekeeping, the earlier range, known as the Intro, will now be released within the extra range instead. All very confusing, hey? So they also include 3 tone arm cables with DIN, RCA and XLR connectors, a mains power cable for both power conditioners and audio units, and 2 cables for portables, although I'm not exactly sure what that means. The cables themselves feature acoustic damping braid to minimize distortion, a braided metal screen to protect from external magnetic and electric fields, and a large ferrite core to minimize distortion from high frequency noise. There's all kinds, again, of prices here, and I'll put those on the screen right now. Finally, Music Fidelity have a beast of an amplifier on offer, the new Vista 600.2, and it's the 0.2 which is the important bit here. This is an upgrade over the original 600, and it now features the full Titan power amp design, including locally decoupled output stage. The PCB layout inside has been reworked and improved. Electrical components have been updated. The Point 2 now uses the same laser-trimmed volume control like the 800 Point 2, and the PSU section has now been greatly improved. This is a dual mono amplifier. It uses big oversized toroidal transformers with multi-array power supplies and filtering of the pre and the power section. The Class A valve stage consists of new Vista valves, giving each output device a corresponding high current bulk supply capacitor. Well, that allows for more immediate access to stored energy with a much lower impedance path to flow through. The results, says the company, are better transients. Price, well, these also are not cheap, either £7,999 or, in euros, €8,990. And that's your lot, folks. But before you go, before you run off, let me give you an answer to that trivia question. And the question once more is this: Michael Jackson swept the board at the 1984 Grammys with his album Thriller, taking no fewer than 8 awards. Who was his date for the evening, and who did he carry in his arms? Jackson's date for the evening was former child star Brooke Shields. And who did he carry in his arms? It was, in fact, the child actor Emmanuel Lewis. So now you know. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this particular video. Thank you too for all of your support. It is much appreciated. I never stop appreciating, folks. I spend half my time appreciating. I really do. So thank you again for all of your help. It just keeps me going, keeps me doing this kind of stuff. And I'll be back with another one of these ASAP. And I hope you can join me. Let's have your company. Until then, folks, bye-bye for now.